Welcome back to the Animal Planet Dog Championships. It is the final contest of the night, the biggie. And for our 7 dog handler teams, this is the moment of truth. Best in show. American Kennel Club judge Carl Liebman takes the floor to preside over truly a spectacular lineup, guys. And here they come. From the sporting group, Ace, the German short-haired pointer.
From the non-sporting group, Remy, the standard poodle.
Representing the working group, Traveler, the bull mastiff.
From the herding group, here's Musashi, the Shetland sheepdog.
From the hound group, Fairchild, the Petit Basset Griffon Vendillon.
And from the terrier group, Charmin, the Sealyham Terrier.
And the last of our 7 at a little slower pace from the toy group, Tucker, the Pekingese. Judge Liebman taking a closer look at this really a gorgeous set of dogs out there, guys.
It's really a very good-looking lineup.
Just let them relax over here, sir.
So we'll start with Ace, the German short-haired pointer. Just reminding you that this is a 3-year-old male from Manson, North Carolina. Keith Voris Sr., the handler. The dog is owned by Dorothea and William Simberland and Dorothea Hand.
Dorothea Simberland, who is co-owner of this dog, had a neat quote. She said, "We knew he was special from the day he was born."
Is that true, Ed? Can a dog just be a born show dog?
Well, you'll hear breeders say that because the pedigree should produce something that will be a very good show dog.
You remember Remy, the standard poodle from Jacksonville, Florida? This is a 2.5-year-old female. The handler is Chris Manilopoulos. Dog is owned by Cindy Coggin, Zuleika Torrealba, and Don Rocho.
Guys, here's Remy's stats. 90 times in the group ring, won Group 1 70 of those 90 times, won Best in Show 20 out of those 70 times in the Best in Show ring.
The Bull Mastiff is Traveler from Santa Ana, California, handled by Ron Matson and owned by Carol H. Beans.
Congratulations on your group win, sir.
He's barking at something. I think it's the camera. You know, the dogs will react to a camera. They're guard dogs. They need to be aware of their surroundings and what's going on.
Right.
He didn't like that boom camera coming in on him.
As opposed to me, who can't get enough of it.
Well, you know, Carl was not threatened in any way by that because the dog wasn't threatening him.
Yeah.
The dog was simply reacting.
Next, from the herding group, we have Musashi, the Shetland sheepdog. You recall this is an 8-year-old male from Alfred, Massachusetts. Tom Cohen is the co-owner and handler, and Alexandra Lures also owns this dog. Now, Lee, they won this show last year. Here they are again. Are they stepping it up a notch?
Well, at every show, Bob, and particularly in Best in Show, you have to give it all you got. Dog and handler are a team. This is no time for mistakes. You try and convince the judge you got the best dog out there.
Here's the PBGV, Fairchild, the 4-year-old female from Darien, Connecticut, handled by Greg Strong, and Gene and Charles Hertz are the owners.
And Musashi isn't the only dog who was in this ring a year ago. We have a rematch on our hands, friends, because Fairchild won the hound group here last year.
An interesting re-face-off. I don't know if I've ever seen a dog that seemed to feed off the crowd's energy like this one. This really enjoys the crowd.
Well, this is what we call being on. He's responding to the crowd. He's responding to the handler.
The Sealyham Terrier is Charmin, a 2.5-year-old male from Cochranville, Pennsylvania. Marjorie Good is the owner and handler, and Richard Good also owns the dog.
Charmin got his name because when he was a puppy, he looked so squeezably soft, but this happens to be a very tough little breed.
How do you try to showcase that toughness in the ring, Ed?
Well, you try to bring out the characteristic of the breeds which show that. His attitude and his tail, his gait, his looking around with his eye and his expression. If you walked him up to another dog, you'd probably stand there and spar with him and wag his tail.
And finally, we have Tucker the Pekingese, the 21-month-old male from East Berlin, Pennsylvania, bred, owned, and handled by David Fitzpatrick, and Kit Woodruff is also an owner of this dog. And the judge lifted the dog off the table. What's that about?
Well, this breed has a maximum weight of 14 pounds. It calls for a dog that is heavy in front, light behind, and you pick them up like that to feel the distribution of the weight in the body.
Tucker just radiates attitude, doesn't he? Can't you imagine this dog in a palace somewhere?
And it's the attitude that is appropriate for the breed.
Well, now his final choice draws near, and Judge Liepman explains the paradox of being responsible for this ultimate decision.
Judging Best in Show, I find, is both easy and difficult. And the reason it's easy is that you will have quality and deserving exhibits in front of you. And the reason it's difficult is you will have quality and deserving in front of you.
It's true. It got easy to see all these wonderful dogs. Hard to pick one of them.
Right.
Well, because you're honing in on their qualities.
Yeah. And he's got a good group in front of him. He's already made his decision, signed the book, and now ready to reveal Best in Show.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It was a very nice lineup. Tonight's Best in Show goes to the PBGB.
Fairchild.
Yep.
He asked for it, and he got it.
Handler Greg Strong, a total of 41 career Best in Show victories. Wow, a smashing success for a little dog with a big heart. Fairchild, the Petit Basset, Griffon, Vendion, and Handler Greg Strong go Best in Show. Now let's go to Leanza in the ring.
Congratulations, Greg. A great win for you and for Fairchild. What does this win mean for you?
Well, thank you so much. It's just an incredible win, and we work hard all year long to get to a show like this, and it's just an incredible experience to win one of them.
Great. Judge Liepman, what made you point to Fairchild?
This breed is bred to chase game over rough terrain, and they're supposed to have a proper rough coat, and this little gal looks like she could run forever.
Absolutely. She is magnificent. Well, congratulations again to you.
Thank you.
Enjoy the win. And back to you.
Thanks a lot, Leanza. Well, a thrilling night of rivalry brought us the excitement of new faces and a powerhouse rematch. And in the end, it was the PBGB named Fairchild who chased down Best in Show in a field of more than 3,500 opponents. Thanks for joining us here in Harrisburg for the Animal Planet Dog Championships. Don't miss our next stop in Houston, Texas. For Ed Biven, Lee Arnold, and Leanza Cornett, I'm Bob Goen. Good night, everybody.